Okay, here we go. Little working with the excavator and the shear down at the end of the runway. Clear cut off the end over on Keith Peavy, and now we're going to clear cut this area right here. And I got some Christmas trees coming after we get back from Florida, but we're going to make a spot for them here, and we're going to clear a spot out so that we can turn into the wind after we're flying at the end of the runway. So down here we're just biting the big ones, biting the little ones, and kind of try to bite the tops off these little ones as they're standing there, and then I bite the bottom off and just swing it over and throw it in the pile. And here we go. This is a pretty big tree right here, and you just get on it with the shear, and sometimes you have to bite it once, sometimes you bite it a couple times. You just pull it right off and hold it with the thumb, and it sets on the bottom plates of the shear, and you can just swing it right around. Important to leave the pressure on the hydraulics so that it holds it. But you can see here from a distance how that tree's whipping around, and that tree's 40 foot tall, and I bet it weighs every bit of 1,000 pounds plus the weight of the shear. Tractor handles it good, but these big ones, I don't like to work them in place. I like to track them up next to the pile, and then we'll spin them around, and you can see there's a lot of brush on the top of that tree, and that would be pretty hard to clean up by hand. So, but you'll watch, I get it up here on the landing, and we're going to spin the tractor around, and we're going to lay the tree down in front of the blade on the excavator. And what I can do is pull the end of the stick under the blade and put the blade on it to hold it. And then you just take the top of the shear and you lean it forward and you rake that brush off. You see all the brush on that tree. It's be really tough to put that through the machine to saw it if you didn't rake it off. But as you can see that top of that shear is made to do this. And we'll get to the top of it and both sides of it, and then I just get down here and just bite it off into a handleable piece, and get a hold of it and just bite it with the jaws and spin it around, put it on the pile to go on the trailer to go up to the wood processor. You get so after a while with these machines, you can just reach right out and pick stuff up. And we got the rest of this tree, and you can see it's all brushy, all that little brush stuff. So we just bring it into the tractor, and kind of get it down there so we can put it under the blade, and so that it holds it. And then you just pull right towards you, and it just rips that brush right off. And it's good to have the brush up here on the roadway. You'll notice that I took the brush and I've left it in there on top of the mud, and that keeps you up out of the mud, just kind of like Symmetrio on swamp loggers. You want to have that brush to run on, and we save all of the bigger stuff, and the stuff that's too big to go through the chopper, we will separate it. And you'll notice when we get turned around here, like I'll bite this piece off, and when I swing it around, you'll see on the right side there's the big wood that we're going to put through the wood processor, and on the left is all the small stuff that we're going to put through the choppers. We swing around, you'll see it. See that small stuff on the left, and the Kubota with the chopper on it sitting behind it there. I'll feed that with the excavator too when we get the pile made here, but wanted to kind of get through showing you this stick here. And like I said, we're gonna clear cut an area kind of across from that pine tree right across to where I've got that cut. You can see a pine tree on the left and a pine tree on the right, and we're gonna just cut that corner off so that when I get flying, I can turn 15 right and just pull right up through there with no obstructions into a chandelle right into because that's the way the wind blows most of the time. I mean, if it's straight off the end of the runway, we'll go straight, and if not, we're going to go where these sticks are. But you can see, you put that under that blade, and it holds it pretty good. And you just get over there with the shear and just bust that stuff right off. and it works really pretty good. I mean, it took a while to learn how to run the machine, but now what we're going to do is we're going to bite this brushy top off, and we'll put that in the discard. And by doing it this way, we put that brush, that stick, right there where you can run right on it with the track, and it sports the machine good. So this is kind of what I've been doing till the runway gets dried up enough to go flying. Hope you enjoyed watching us run the shear.